5 archetypes that you're going to want to find yourself either having the card pool available to you, or you just want to make sure that you're going to pick these up. I actually kind of thought long and hard about what I'm going to film today, and this was the general content that we came to. So make sure you like the channel, make sure you're subscribed for more so you don't miss out on this excellent content. Now let's dig out into this, shall we? Number 1 on our list here is going to be Fallen of Albaz. Now, this is actually kind of interesting because we've been going through the entire lore since we had this card introduced in with Dogmatica. And then we went to Phantom Rage, where we got the chance to see his lore kind of expand out with the Tri-Brigade. And then we got to Blazing Vortex, where we get to see the Spriggans get involved with this. Now, it's proven to us that Konami is continuing to build on this card. And we're going to continue to see this card be a mainstay across the multiple platforms in which he is constantly evolving. I think him himself will end up being like the World Legacy. The World Legacy and the cool weapons and stuff that we had from that. We'll continuously see some of those cards see play, and much like World Legacy and the World Chalice and things like that, they're going to continue to build on him, which means he's got to be good at some point. Now, at some point, do remember that this card will get a reprint in the 2021 Megatons, because that set does encompass that range, since it is from Rise of the Duelist. So if you're looking for something that is constantly evolving with the times, a really cool piece of storyline, Albaz is kind of that card for you. And after the last run of support with Spriggans, I'm kind of starting to see a nice little synergy piece with this, and that we are definitely making these more and more generic as we're going about. So don't underestimate the value that Fallen Albaz kind of puts onto the market at this point, because it definitely goes to show that the player base is looking at him right now. He's already gone up a little bit. Albaz is just something that I'd want to make sure that I had my playset of before it's too late, because come next set, if they release something crazy that involves Albaz and Ecclesia, well, at least you were prepared and you had it in hand to not lose that opportunity presented to you. So, better to be late than never, I guess. Number 2 on our list here is going to be Zoodiac. Now, Zoodiac is a really interesting one, because the OCG projected this to be one of the best decks going on into their format. So, in the TCG, you can make Trident for popping. You have the ability to make Megaclops, which is really good. And in addition to all of this, you get a new little toy called Neglia AA Zeus. I'm not sure what the TCG name will be for this, but any Xyz monster that has battled this turn, you can Xyz summon this on top of it, materials will transfer, and then detach 2 materials from this card, send all other cards on the field to the graveyard. It's a board wipe, alright? And then once per turn, if another card or cards you control is destroyed by battle, or an opponent's card effect, you can attach 1 card from your hand deck or extra deck to this card as material. So I bring this up because Zoo is also getting Tri-Brigade here. So not only do you get the entire pool of Zoodiac cards plus Megaclops, you get access to the Tri-Brigade engine. The Tri-Brigade engine allows you quicker access to climbing up links, and in addition to all this, like I said, you get the AA Zeus. When I was looking at this, I'm like, man, that's a lot of toolboxing that you get kind of presented to you all within one pack, all right? And now with the recent return of Trident, the toolboxing has gotten a lot better for this deck, all right? Like, it's almost kind of crazy. So if you're looking at something relatively cheap and affordable, I'm not sure what the Tri-Brigade stuff is going to run in terms of rarity as of making this video, but this is something that, hey, I would make sure that I had this. I think we still have 3 Zoo cores from back in the day. We're just looking at getting the Tri-Brigade stuff at this point to add into the pool of things. That way we can create kind of like this super hybrid deck of craziness. I'm really personally looking forward to this, because seeing how good Zoo has been in the past, considering like you can 1-card Megaclops for no real reason, still mind boggles me to this point. So I would focus on making sure that we had Zoodiac to some degree, because like I said, I think that this deck has potential. I mean, we got to take our Dragon Link first. I mean, all jokes aside here, but AA really adds a lot into the pool here. Now, Next up on our list, coming in at number 3 here, is going to be the little Melfys of the forest, or formerly called Melfy. Now, the entire premise of Melfy based around the whole level 2 engine, and I bring this one up because this one shouldn't cost real money for you, alright? This is pretty much commons plus 1 or 2 ultras at this point, and for a very fun casual deck that you'll get a lot of fun out of playing on the side. Also, you get access to AA Zeus yet again here. The fact that you can have the Melfy, your new support allows you to attack your opponent directly in Phantom Rage, which is extremely cute, by the way, because after you do that, you can make the AA Zeus trigger the board wipes that you want on your opponent. Do not underestimate the value of a good board wipe. Now, unfortunately, Melfys kind of rank underneath Zoo. I'll be honest with you. Yes, they can use the Tri-Brigade support, not to the same effective degree that you can with Zoodiac, but this is something that, once again, you need to be aware of. Like I said, the whole core is not going to cost anything, and considering the rest of the Beast toolbox is kind of available to you between Obedience Schooled and things like that, you have a pretty solid deck available to you at this point. So Melfys is kind of a fan favorite at this point. Who doesn't love cute little animals? Alright, I don't. I'm really not a fan of this archetype, but people seem to love it, so we'll take it, right? Number 4 on our list here is Phantom Knight cards. So we have all the Raiders stuff coming. We get the whole Dark Rebellion shenanigans OTK in the next set. And a lot of people are really looking forward to this. They're like, oh my god, Rusty is meant to be absurd with this. The only thing I'm seeing is a bunch of bricks and some potential gold reprints along the way. I was kind of hesitant to put this on the list. I also wanted to include Raid Raptors in this too. Gold Series is right around the corner. It's a 160 card set. At this point in time, if you still got your Phantom Knight stuff, you're doing well. You do need to be aware, though, that there are some shenanigans that you can do. I've seen like some pretty crazy, 4 negate boards, 5 negate boards come out of this, but my problem with this is this particular engine is still very fragile. Yes, the new stuff does grant some sort of combo ability to what this can do, but I'm still on the fence where I was with all of this pre-Phantom Rage. We get a couple more cool extenders, but the Dark Requiem now, or the new Dark Dragon, you guys do need to be aware. You can snap your fingers, and this stupid deck will come out of nowhere, and it will OTK you. Alright? 2 level 4 monsters equals death. Alright? So that's kind of something that you need to be aware about. Like, you build those boards, your opponent burns through your negates. They can just, boom, you're dead. Alright? So I guess that's the cool thing. Actually, 2 level 4s, generically, with the Raiders Knight can be generically game. So that's kind of something that you're going to have to kind of be a little bit shaky about at this point. Kind of keep an eye on where the game state is, because just knowing that they have access to that is incredibly frustrating at this point. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! And then number 5 on our list here is the Metalfoes. Now, I know Metalfoes is really far off. We won't be getting that until next year, but I wanted to put Metalfoes on this list because the cards are incredibly cheap at this point. Like, this isn't spending real money. This is in the same category as Melfy. Everything else here is getting you ready for Blazing Vortex. Metalfoes gets you ready for later on down the paradigm, and I'm sure Triff has been testing out some really cool combos with his new Pendulum Bros. I think Sam had a really cool testing video up with it that kind of demonstrated some of the cool stuff, and all it takes is one Electromite coming back to kind of, it pushes more than just Metalfoes at this point, but it definitely goes to show that Metalfoes getting the new support, opening up more link zones through the link too. It's really cool, and like I said, currently at this point, it's not going to cost you any real money to have this core laying around. So, as of making this video, these are the 5 things that I would kind of aim to pick up at this point. Albaz definitely has a lot of cool potential for the game. Zoo, I am so excited for. Like, I don't think you guys understand, like, we have Monarchs, we have Stun, we have all of these cool encompassing decks that you can play with at this point, and you can find success with, maybe not so much in the metagame, High Dragon Link, But until that gets passed, you have to think beyond currently what's going on. We're heading into, every time I think of Genesis Impactors, I want to call it Genshin Impactors. Is that me? Am I the only one? But as we're heading on into that set, there's a lot of cool potential for things to be had. So we'll have to wait and see where things are going. So what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And well, guys, I'll see you on the flip side. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out Vanquill40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by Mquill40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mquillgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.